We had Santa take the binky. If you can have a fictional character take your binky.
TJ now hates Christmas and Santa. Our kids had not seen a Nerf gun before. Griffin wanted to play with it and he didn't know what to do. And I'm like, you just push this and shoot a Nerf ball. This one is unhinged. Don't mess with lunch.
Honestly, I love that.
3 meals a day is crazy.
It's crazy.
With toddlers, they don't eat that much food.
Their marketing and their branding on their packaging is very sexual.
Is it enough for you guys to not buy Frida Moms anymore? Welcome back to Always Here. We're your hosts, Abby Howard.
And Abby Howard.
And we are here once again to share the hope and the hard with heart and humor. Should we just say the whole thing together?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like I have it memorized at this point.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting professional here.
I'm down. I like it.
Okay, we have a big week, I feel like.
I feel like we have a million things to talk about. This
Yeah,
is gonna be a
honestly,
long episode.
I could yap a long time today.
I know, we got a lot of big segments. I'm excited.
We do. Let's just kick it off with what's been going on in our life.
Let's
First of
life
all,
updates.
we had a birthday girl in the house. Addie is now 21 years old.
Oh,
Such
child.
a baby.
She's actually 25.
I almost texted you happy 26th birthday, so good thing I didn't.
I'm 25 now.
Wow.
It was good. It was fun. First birthday as a mom, so that really changes things.
That's
It's
sweet.
Fun. So
Sweet.
Abby came over and watched Brielle that night, so Blake and I got to go out to dinner.
Fun.
And we had a really fun recording day on my birthday, which was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was
You had a
kinda
fun
crazy.
recording day?
A video will come out
We
soon,
brought
I'm sure.
a lie detector in.
Oh, yeah. Matt asked me when to do that.
Crazy.
And Caleb was like, what do we talk about? I was like,
No,
I
we
literally
had
have no
questions
idea.
prepared for you guys if you wanted to do
If you
it.
wanted, I actually have them in my bag
I'm
right now.
sorry.
No.
I'd still like to see those
It
questions.
was very last minute. It was very intense. The
Okay.
whole
It was
day
very,
was
it was
very
very,
intense.
very intense,
Can't wait
but
to
it
hear
was
about
funny.
It was a fun day, and now Addie's 25. I stopped aging mentally at 25, so
Really?
I think 25 is a great year, and I think I just sat on that one for a while.
Yes, I'm sitting on 23. It's too young. I think it's too young. I think I've said that before.
23?
I keep telling people like, yes, we're in our young 20s, and then I'm around 23-year-olds, and there is a stark contrast.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
feel
I'm
it.
not 23.
I feel that I'm like, I don't feel like I could say that yet, but sometimes I'm around like 20 and 21-year-olds and I'm like, I'm starting to feel older than you. Maybe it's because I have a baby now and I'm like been married for a few years. It's still the freshness of all of it, but I'm like, wow, I am getting older.
I really don't know how to talk to high schoolers.
I feel like they're the hardest group.
I think in my head, I'm like my peers, and then I'm probably like the old lady.
I think middle schoolers I feel like are harder to talk to
Really?
than high schoolers.
I feel like middle schoolers are just children.
Babies.
So yeah, they're so babies. But then I look back and I think back to what I used to talk about, and think about in middle school, and I'm shook into my core.
Not innocent.
I remember I switched from a Catholic elementary school to public school, and I just learned so much that first week.
What's wild is that I went to public school the whole time and I never learned
learned.
anything. It's such a bubble.
That was good.
So happy
funny.
birthday to Addie.
Thank
Yes.
you guys.
Yeah, our in-laws came in town this weekend. Me and Abby's in-laws.
We had a busy weekend. It was so fun having them here.
Yeah,
You guys were gone for a lot of it.
we were gone for 3 nights. We actually came back early because we were just like, we missed the kids.
Yeah.
3 nights is really the max, I feel like. And we got there late one night, but no, it was good. And it was busy, and then it was like the perfect amount. Like it started to just feel like a good time to leave and come back home. But we went to a marriage conference, learned about money. I hate talking about money.
What did you learn?
I learned that we do need to have a budget and talk about that.
I know, it's so important. I talk about it all the time on my accounts, and then every time Caleb brings it up, I'm like, oh, look at the budget.
It pushes me into like a fear space, like with money, which
Yes.
is like they're supposed to be the opposite. Like if I
Right.
actually have this conversation, I wouldn't feel that way.
Right.
So we do need to do that. And so we have it on the calendar for the top of March to do.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll start doing that monthly. Then so half of it was money and then half of it was like marriage specific. And I told you on Sunday that I was like the line that we like learned and took away from it is to say to your spouse whenever you're like having some type of conflict or dispute, or not even just like thinking something about them that's not positive, that you say, the story I'm choosing to tell myself is and then you kind of can say, which sounds wordy, but I feel like when you put it into practice, it's really good because it's like taking ownership of like, this is not necessarily true. Like, this is what I'm gathering, but this also is how I'm feeling. And it kind of just makes you feel like, so you don't go to contempt like in a relationship where you just like believe these nasty things about your partner and then it's really hard to recover from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a good line because that was like for the conference of like how to resolve conflict, I think.
So practically how I'd use that, let's just use the example.
Yeah.
Caleb was like, I hate your shirt. And then I would go to him and say, the story that I'm telling myself is that you think I'm ugly and you hate me.
Yeah.
That's how you would, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Or like say.
That's an extreme, obviously.
Or
it's never
say
happened,
like they're on their phone. Like say your spouse is on their phone a lot. Like this is the example I think they use. Like
Okay,
the
yeah, let's
story
give a
I'm
better
choosing
example.
to tell myself is that you don't care about me.
Okay.
Or you don't enjoy spending time with me. And so you're looking for, I'm not an expert on this, but that's what I gathered from it. And I
like
feel
that.
like that would be like useful, like a useful line.
I feel like that kind of cuts to the chase. Like, it's not like I'm dancing around, oh, like something you said couldn't hurt my feelings. It's kind of like, hey, this is what I believe.
Yeah.
Is that wrong or
And it's like
true?
why it's bothering you too. Because it's not like, because then I feel like it can become passive. It's like, oh, is there something really interesting on your phone? Like, but then it's like getting to the point of like why this bothers you. And then it's like, oh, that's not, and if that's not true, then you can clear that up and then they can also hopefully change their behavior as well.
I'm such a passive aggressive person.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know I was, but I am. And in my head, I'm telling myself that I'm nicely pointing out something that's bothering me, but then Caleb's like, will you just tell me what's up? Like, instead of being passive.
I'm a straight up girl.
No, I'm always like, oh, is something funny over there or something funny on your phone? You know, I'm just so, instead of just be like, hey, put your phone down.
Put your phone down. Or I could say the story I'm choosing to tell myself.
The story I'm choosing to tell myself is that you hate me.
You
you
hate
don't want
me.
to spend time with me.
No,
That's really good, Abby. That's a good tip. I was telling you, I feel like after this weekend, we had so much fun with our in-laws and just coming off of the crazy weeks that we talked about last week. I obviously sound congested because I am. So yesterday I took a sick day. And Abby said, what does a sick day look like when you're a mom?
I was like,
said,
what does that mean? And you said, and it was nice. And
yeah,
I
it was
like,
nice. I was just in my PJs literally all day until 3 p.m. And then I took an everything shower, and that was the day.
how'd you take a shower at 3 p.m.?
Well, they're napping.
Oh, okay.
But I also did have to shower the dog. So it wasn't like a relaxing everything shower. It was literally, I showered everything.
Ew.
Myself and the dog.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Lewis is a horse, so the only way that I can shower him is if I physically bring him in to the shower and I have a handheld. But I get so wet because he's massive that I just shower anyway.
Have you recharged your clippers?
Caleb bought new ones.
Okay. We came over to their house on Valentine's Day evening, right when we got home, and Lewis's legs are like long and furry,
so
and his
long and
body's
matted.
like
His head and
shaved
body are
out.
fully shaved, and then he looks like a
butt.
yeah. What's the septar? Is that what it is? Where it's like half
Centaur?
human? Centaur. Yeah. He's very furry on the bottom.
He looked rough.
It looks so bad. Yeah, no, the clippers gave out halfway through his haircut, so we did buy new ones.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Busy weekend for everyone.
Yeah, it was
That
good.
made me think of, I texted Abby and Matt last night because Blake came up with this idea that you guys should do a parent swap. Like you guys swap kids and dogs for a day for a video. And I'm just like, or you could just do the dogs. And it's like Matt and Abby have to give Lewis a haircut.
Oh
They
my
have
gosh.
to shower.
It would take 6 hours.
I would have to call somebody.
Caleb's back hurts, and by the end of it, he's so
They have
frustrated.
to
He's
take
just
him on a
mad.
walk.
Does he stay still?
Sometimes. Yeah, he's gotten better at it over the years. No, not for me, but he does for Caleb. Yeah, that's a good idea,
funny.
Addie. I like that idea.
We'll have to do it.
Caleb did so many house projects this weekend. He worked almost 80 hours last week, and then he came home and, hey, baby, the ceiling fan, like, you have a day, you know? So he did the ceiling fan, and then he switched out our garbage disposal because it went out, and he replaced our sink faucet. He's been on a tear.
When I found out that your garbage disposal was out, I was like, oh crap, I've put a lot of things down.
It was out at the Super Bowl party.
Put a
and
lot
it
of
all
stuff.
backed up. And I was like, how do we handle this? So Caleb just replaced it. I know. It never smelled, thankfully. Yeah, at least not that I knew of.
No, my
No
disposal
blind-
smells and it works, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's impressive.
So he did a lot of things around the house, which was great.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
All right, that's enough of that. I am really anxious to talk about this week's Wow, That's Crazy.
Yeah, we told you what it was, which
Well,
is
I
against the rules.
suggested it.
You did.
This
Look
is when
at
I
that.
knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I had a little extra screen time.
Oh,
in
Abby's
Nashville.
back online?
Just in Nashville. I really got to get under control again, though, because I was like, just without kids.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna scroll.
I'm just gonna scroll.
And I don't actually fully understand what's happening, but I think I get the gist of it.
Same, yeah. We're talking about the Frida Mom scandal and everything going on with their company and their marketing tactics because they are salacious.
You would have thought that their product was like an adult toy of some sort.
I know. So, okay, let's give a little recap for the people that maybe don't know what's
Yes.
going on. Frida Mom is a company that does a lot of baby products, postpartum products for moms. Super, super
That's
popular.
all they do.
That's all they do.
Right.
And they're very good at what they do. Their
I had
products are
Frida
amazing.
Mom's everything.
Yeah, I love, love, love the snot sucker. I think it saved my kids' lives multiple times. I'm not kidding. I think gets the snot out of their brains. It's
Yeah.
really effective. So I feel like it's been a little
We
disheartening.
had all their things. We had the nail
postpartum
clippers,
kits.
the postpartum. Well, first of all, the postpartum kit. A lot of their breastfeeding things, like the warmers, the pads, like
Yeah.
all that stuff. We had the baby
Peri
nail
bottle.
clippers. We had the thermometer. Everything.
Yeah. So they're
Well, we
very
still have 'em probably.
successful company. And I feel like it's just started to come to light that their marketing and their branding on their packaging is very sexual, which I've never noticed before.
Never noticed it.
And I
We're
have
so tired. Who's looking at that closely?
And also it's a baby product. Like I'm just not expecting anything exciting on the packaging, to be
I
honest.
always thought it was like cheeky and fun,
Yeah.
but I never thought it was
Gross.
talking about threesomes.
Right. And pulling out and
It's so crazy to think about. I'm
I
confused
can
why
even
it's
say it
just
without
now.
like feeling disgusting about it.
I'm confused why it's also just now becoming like a why are we how are we just noticing this? And also what about just maybe just someone brought it up?
I don't know. I thought it was AI, to be honest.
'Cause
When I
they're-
first
this
saw
can't be
these,
real.
I literally was like, "That's not real." I've used, you know what I mean. And some of these posts that have come to light are from 2020.
That's what I heard.
Like the one that I thought was really crazy. There's a picture of a baby. It's a cartoon and it's a rectal thermometer, and it says the closest your husband will ever get to a threesome. That was the caption on their Instagram post. That's crazy. That's crazy.
so crazy.
Yeah. So I feel like they're definitely come under fire. They're doing a Mardi Gras campaign right now, which I don't agree with it personally. Their decisions here, but I actually think it's kind of interesting, and I think it's appropriate for the setting of Mardi Gras. They're trying to like to get away the stigma of breastfeeding being weird in public.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yes.
And so they're saying if you can flash your boobs at Mardi Gras for beads, then you can be able to put your boobs out to breastfeed.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think that's like inherently wrong. I did block them on Instagram when I saw the post because their first post on their feed was just a girl flashing her boobs at Mardi Gras. Full boobs.
The
on
last two
Instagram.
posts are both censored. Like I can't click on them unless I click. I would like to see.
And
the
they still
content.
have them up.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
haven't posted anything since a week ago.
Yeah, they've been coming under a lot of heat. Yeah, I just think it's a little concerning. I understand the marketing mind behind it. Like, hey, sex sells. If you do things that are outrageous, it creates viral content that people then talk about, which then promotes sales. So I understand like the rage bait side of it. I understand like the wanting to get people talking side of it, and being bold, but I do feel like it's missed a mark. And I also think about like the Balenciaga scandal a few years ago where they did the same thing. And I think it's different when it comes to kids. Like you can't be really pushing the boundary in this realm when it comes to children.
I just got chills. You mentioning the Balenciaga thing?
Yes.
Gives me chills.
Do you remember that, Abby?
I don't know enough about it.
They had a campaign that was really, it just promoted, made kids look like they were in really
lingerie.
inappropriate,
Yeah.
like
And
S&M
Yeah,
like
S&M
type stuff. It was really inappropriate. So yeah, I just feel like it's kind of tone deaf.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, is it enough for you guys to not buy Frida Moms anymore?
I was actually thinking about that. I am not one to ever really like be a canceler. I will still buy the snot sucker, but if there's two products next to each other and one is a Frida Mom and one is a different brand and they're the same quality, I'll go with the other brand.
yeah, I'll probably still get the. I did really like the product. I mean, I again, I don't like what they've done, but also I think I probably will still buy the product.
Yeah.
Are you the same?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used a lot of that stuff because it's like all mostly baby. But I also remember being like, that was usually one of the only retailers that sold that category in store. So I feel like it
Right.
would require an extra step
I think for me, and more specifically what I'm saying is like the postpartum packaging, like that was so great. It literally is a diaper caddy with all the things in it.
Yeah.
And I just put it on there. Or the breast stuff that you can just get a package of all the things you need. And I'm sure there are other people who do that as well. And so I'd be open to it. But I've been seeing people throw away the things they currently have.
Oh. I mean, I understand what people do. I'm like, yeah, if you want to, do it. You know, I agree with that decision. I think there's like a huge market now, like you're saying, Addie. There aren't a lot of other brands that do these kits that do. So if you're a brand that wants to step in the market now, there's kind of a gap. Frida Mom has been pushed to the side a little bit. You can take over and do it better.
Yeah. This isn't something you really forget. Like, I feel like this
Right.
is something you're going to kind of remember.
It is
I
so
know.
interesting that they've probably had this on their marketing for a long time. And we haven't noticed it yet.
I feel like the most crazy things, though, were light on their Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
Which I didn't follow or, like, look at closely.
Yeah, I never did.
But you see this pattern brought throughout their, like, whole thing. Like, what was it?
That's what I was saying. A lot of their captions and their content is kind of in that like joking about like things sexually, and so it's interesting that we've never known. 446,000 people follow their Instagram, which is I'm sure has been dropping. I'm sure people are unfollowing, so I can only imagine
Yeah.
how many people were following before.
I mean, I'm sure it started just as like funny parent humor stuff, which
Yeah.
was a great tactic. And then it probably just went too far.
That's what this says. It says others are saying the brand intended to use adult humor to make light of the realities and
Right.
frustrations of parenting, not to sexualize children, but
Right.
acknowledge it crossed a line for many.
Yeah. Which I don't, have they apologized yet?
Not on Instagram.
Okay. Well, that's a bad
let me
look.
Okay, what the company
Okay.
has said so far, at the moment, Frida Baby has not issued a detailed public apology addressing all the specific claims. And that's, if we're telling people today's date, that is Wednesday the 18th. They have
Okay,
not
yeah.
said anything. So
Well, we're going to keep the conversation going for at least another week because this will be posted a week from now. But
Yeah, there's things that really bother me. Like, the boob stuff, I'm like, yeah, I think breastfeeding should be normal.
Yeah.
Like, I think that,
I just didn't
like,
like the sexual nature
this
of the
this
nudity.
the thermometer, the threesome thing is so
Bad.
beyond inappropriate
Bad.
that it's like, how are we just now
Right.
bringing that? Like, that's
It's
it makes
crazy.
me actually like I feel like I could like it brings up so many like anger, sad,
Yeah.
deep sadness. Just like it's like that should be the safest person is that baby's
parent.
dad and mom,
Right.
and like that is just not.
Yeah, that is so.
No, whose
Horrifying.
brain even goes there to think of making that joke?
I don't know.
And so,
Uh-huh.
what do you think if they rebranded their, because we just talked about cancel culture and being like, okay, I'm never going to buy them ever again. What if they come out there like, we see it this cross the line and they change their packaging? Like, I
think that's great.
Is that,
I
keep
think
buying
it's
their
always
products?
good for people to be able to like. I understand. I feel like remember the Paul brothers. I feel like Logan and Jake Paul talked about this a lot. Sometimes you just get blinded in the pursuit of a goal,
Oh, yeah.
and you just lose sight of your North Star. And sometimes you just take things too far. And so I think that is where I think cancel culture can sometimes be good. It's like not cancel culture, but I think calling out a company when they have crossed the line and taken it too far. It's good to help point them back
right? No, I would
and
still
give
buy
them an
their
opportunity to apologize.
I would still buy their product for like a future baby, but like you said, if there was like a thing where I was like, oh, there's both, I'd maybe opt for the other one. Just, I don't know.
I think about Scrub Daddy because Scrub Daddy I think they have very similar marketing tactics to Scrub Daddy. You know, the sponges.
Yeah, but it's a sponge.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the product is so different that with Scrub Daddy, it's like funny. It makes sense. But for a baby product, it's
the
like
most
babies
precious, innocent life form
Right.
on this planet.
Right.
Wasn't there another one? I feel like there was another. There was like she did post other options for like their signature products.
Oh, who did?
Her name's Jordan Lee Dooley. Do you follow her?
I don't follow her, but I know who she is.
She has like other baby brands that like have like similar nasal aspirators or
Oh.
thermometers or like windy pipe alternatives, which is like their gas reliever.
Okay.
And postpartum care alternatives as well.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Which I feel
Okay,
like
I'll
that's
look at
for
that.
me what
Was you
was
love
the
that?
main thing I really liked was the postpartum like women's care. Which at that point I'm like, we can make some like jokes about that. That's just us and our body.
Yeah.
Even still, like maybe not, but like that's fine. It's really crosses the line exclusively with the baby thing for me.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I only really use their snot sucker.
See, I didn't like that because I always just felt like snot was gonna get in my mouth.
I
like the little
have not
bulb
used a
ones.
snot sucker ever.
Well, Brielle's nostrils are too small.
You also have to change those. You're supposed to change. Those are single use.
Yes, I didn't realize that for a long time.
Oh.
And I just couldn't keep up with the single use thing.
No, it's not a single use for me.
Okay. Gross.
I do change them out frequently. No,
Yeah.
not frequently. Every once in a while, but
That's what got me when
no
they
one
said
else
that there was
used
like
my
a
nasal
single.
aspirator.
Well, no one should be sharing those anyway.
Exactly.
So it's fine. But yeah, once it said it was single use, I was like, oh, I'm out. I like the bulbs just
Yeah.
because, you know.
Well, I would say that was a marketing fail.
Marketing
Yeah.
fail.
Fail.
Lesson learned, everybody.
Right. Lesson learned. And you know, I feel like we all fail.
Oh,
I'm not comparing us to Frida Mom, but we have some mom fails too.
Sure.
And so do you guys. And you guys were generous to share some of your mom fails. So we thought it'd be funny if we shared some of the ones that you guys submitted, and then we'll talk about our mom fails, and then we'll give some of our mom hacks.
Fun. I love a good mom fail.
Thank you.
If we can't laugh about some of this stuff, we're
Then
gone.
We're losers.
We're done. We are done.
The biggest fail of them all.
That's the biggest fail because no one's a perfect parent. I feel like
No.
everyone is the first to say that, but
Yes.
sometimes we get a little bit ashamed.
It's true.
But let's just laugh together.
Let's laugh it out. Do we want to start with our fails or their fails?
Let's start with some of their fails.
Okay. This is from Jessica. She clipped the binky clip onto her son's skin when he was 2 months old.
Sad.
That's
That's actually a really sad
just
one.
a pinch. And they're like screaming. You don't know why.
Oh, that one's a bummer.
That one's sad.
That one's a bummer. This one just says, it's from Kinsey. It says, bought our kids iPads.
Thumbs down.
That's all. That is something that's a hard and fast rule. Hey, I don't blame you. I feel like our phone was acting like that for a little bit, like
For
in
sure.
the car, just to get them to like stop screaming. And then we had to really nip that in the bud because I was like, this is no different than an iPad if
Right.
I'm handing you my phone.
Right.
And so it's just it's a tough one to take back is the
Yeah,
problem.
screen time is hard to reel back in.
She said, that's all.
That's all. This is from
Hey,
Mariah.
you live and you learn, Kinsey.
You do live and you learn. This is Mariah. This one's a little crazy. She said, I put Addie's lips in it.
This is crazy.
I put cayenne pepper on my 9-month-old's food to get him used to spice. Quote, I traumatized him.
There's something to that, though. There was a little girl that I
love the
babysat.
intent.
Her family was Indian, and so their cuisine was different.
Yeah, if
than-
you have spicy cuisine, you got to get your kid used to it.
She was way more tolerant of it than I was.
Sure.
We were eating fish. She was like 1. We were eating fish, and the mom also left enough food for me. It was more of like a mommy's helper situation. I was there the whole time.
Oh, fun.
And so I was eating my fish, and cayenne pepper's really spicy.
So spicy.
That's a crazy. I mean, chili powder would have been like still kind of spicy.
Uh-huh.
But I ate my fish and I was like, literally felt like there was steam coming out of my ears. I had no tolerance. I had the whitest food ever growing up, and I literally did not know how to ask this woman for water or milk. I go to the bathroom. The door's cracked. I'm drinking from the bathroom sink, and she comes in. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like. I will never forget that. I was humiliated. Meanwhile,
Oh my gosh,
the
that is-
1-year-old's housing her
Yeah,
fish.
she loves the
She
fish.
loves it. And we had these same fish.
She's like, more cayenne, Mom.
She can't even talk, and she's just eating such spicier food
love
than me.
that.
But I mean,
That's hilarious.
maybe not spice, maybe
I don't know.
flavor.
Caleb tried to give CJ hot sauce, and yeah, I think he didn't like it either. Just like a little dollop on his pinky, and I don't know. I have like the mildest tongue, and I think my son has inherited
Yeah,
that.
we gave him that elote chip from
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, and he started crying.
He started crying. He's like rubbing his tongue to try to get it off. It was really sad.
That was also
Yeah,
Caleb.
that was also Caleb. We've all been there, Mariah.
This one is from Mama Converse. My daughter ate an entire tub of margarine while I had a shower. Diaper was bad later.
Entire tub of margarine.
Oh no!
I know, but honestly, you're like, what's
When you're in the shower,
we gotta weigh our odds here. I'd rather shower, honestly.
that's what's so scary. I just would sprint.
You're in the shower for 5 minutes, and you come out, and you're like, what am I gonna find?
I'm scared, and when it's quiet, it's worse.
Oh, you know it. This is Mazzy. She said, I hid my toddler's Valentine's candy, so he forgot about it, and I eat some each night.
Everyone does that.
I've done that.
This is from Sally. I dropped my phone on my baby's head during a 3 a.m. feed.
Oh.
I've done that before.
Really? I feel like
yeah.
I probably have too.
Oh, that one's sad.
That is so sad. What a bad wake up
I feel
call.
like in middle school, I used to do that where I lay like this and just
Yeah,
break
it's
my nose.
the worst.
It's just so dumb. Like, why did I do that?
Poor baby.
My son, Grace, this is from Gracie. My son was crawling around making a sucking noise, and I thought he just learned a new sound. Then he coughed, a leg flew out. The kid was sucking on a cricket for like an hour. Thanks. He coughed and a leg flew out. He was sucking on a cricket.
Are crickets edible though? I mean, there could be worse things.
I think there's good protein.
Yeah, that feels nutritious.
Actually great for him.
This one's from Emery. It says breastfeeding a blanket in the middle of the night. Not my baby. LOLs. That's sleep deprivation.
Breastfeeding a blanket. Okay, with Vivian, I was trying to put her binky in her mouth when she was in the bassinet, and I kept trying to get it. I was like, why is she not taking it? I opened my eyes and look over. I'm putting it in her ear.
She's like,
that's not going to do it. Augur said, my son was on my lap. A spider crawled onto his hand. I shoved him off the floor so fast.
sad. That's just one of those things you can't slow it down once it's started.
I mean, honestly, good reaction time.
That's like you this past weekend at my house. I was like, what kind of bug is that? And you just go,
a dead one. That was so aggressive.
I'm not afraid of bugs. Are you afraid of bugs? Yeah, no. That wouldn't
What
get
kind
me.
of bug is this? A dead bug.
Dead bug.
I think it's funny that we're reading these because it's all these people are also recognizing their fails.
I
It's
love
not like
it.
they're like, this is a great thing I did.
Totally.
No, I mean, hey.
Thank you guys for
Less
sharing
than
that.
ideal. Okay, this is a longer story that someone submitted. I couldn't find out where my pads and tampons were going for 3 months straight. Wow. Every month I thought I was stocked up for the next month, and yet somehow they were always completely gone when I needed them. This week we had painters come in to paint a few rooms. They ended up having to move a few pieces of furniture, and I was helping move some stuff out of the way when one of the guys moved our coffee table. The coffee table is pretty big, but also super low to the ground, so you can't really look under it. Underneath was a massive pile of all my missing products. I kid you not, half a year's worth. Apparently my toddler had been transporting my stuff from the bathroom drawer and had been shoving it under the table for safekeeping or something. The guy was obviously taken aback. He just tried to pretend it wasn't there and stepped over it all. I was mortified. Anyways, make sure you don't wait 3 months to vacuum under any piece of furniture, especially if you've had toddlers.
It's hilarious. The movie guy's like, oh, sorry, excuse me, ma'am.
That was a thing at Disney because in the women's restrooms at Disney, they have free feminine products.
Yeah.
Griffin and Augie think they're souvenirs.
Yeah, of course.
They're just like pushing the button and getting them. And I'm like, those are for women.
Right.
Those are for women. We
Right.
put them back. We don't take them.
Dang, what an expensive hobby that kid had. Taking all your tampons. Okay, this one, she said, my bestie's motherhood mishap. She was cleaning the bathroom in the new house they had just bought, and her 1-year-old son was playing behind her. When she turned around, she found him playing with the toilet brush and putting it in his mouth. But the worst part is, it was the previous owner's toilet brush, not even their own poopy germs.
That is so
Dying.
bad.
I'm dying.
That is so bad.
I'm dying.
Oh
my gosh.
No.
I think I don't. That would be a Caleb would have to handle that one.
I can't tell you how many times as a parent I say, you have no idea where that's been. From the Grinch. You have no idea.
You have no idea what it's been. That's great.
Okay, this one says, when I went to cut my daughter's nails for the first time, so many of these learning lessons. I ended up clipping part of her finger.
Aww.
So much blood. She was fine. I ended up passing out twice, seeing all her blood. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This is coming from a nurse who has been elbows deep inside a woman's uterus. It's your own kid, baby. You're just like,
I know. I think about that all the time. I'm like, I'm not grossed out by bloody things or gashes. Like, I love seeing that. But I imagine it on CJ and I immediately want to throw up. Ugh. I know. Okay, last one. My husband forgot to put a diaper on our baby before bed one night. We didn't realize until I woke up to feed her at 2 a.m. and couldn't figure out why she was
this
all
happened
wet.
last night.
Matt did that last night?
Matt didn't put a pull-up on Griffin.
The first diaper that I ever put on CJ right after he was born, I put it around his thighs and not even cover his butt.
Oh.
And Caleb lifted him up and goes, what are you doing? I go, I just had surgery.
I just had surgery. I don't know.
Thank you guys for sharing those. Those are awesome.
And relatable.
Yeah, so relatable. I feel like we've all done some of these. So we thought we'd share some of ours. Here's my first mom fail.
Okay.
I think you've heard this story before. Our backyard is very safe, and so I'll just let CJ go out the doors and just play in the backyard. And he was maybe 1.5. I would never put his shoes on him to go outside because that keeps him away from the dog poop and the rocks. So he just goes on the turf barefoot, and he's usually concealed. Well, this day I put his shoes on him. I don't know why. And I let him and Lewis run out the door.
This was recent.
No, he was like 1.5.
Oh.
I let him run out the door. I go into my pantry to grab a snack to bring outside with me. I look out the window of my pantry that goes into my backyard, and all I see is CJ's hand and my horse of a dog's pee rod. Just he's peeing so hard, and CJ's hand is just in this. He's just sticking it in his stream, and I like run out there and I go, CJ, no! And he looks me dead in the eyes, and one word goes, hot.
Probably was hot.
So he immediately got a bath. He's just covered in pee.
It's so gross.
It was so gross. I said, okay, no more of that.
No more.
I will be out there immediately with you.
Dang it.
Him
Snowshoes,
and,
honestly.
No, him and Lewis go out in shifts.
Go out in shifts. This one's not even funny. This one just still makes me sad.
Oh, great. Okay, different vibe.
Everything's fine. But okay, so one of our kids sleeps like a rock, and one of our kids not so much. And so we never, like, our youngest just like doesn't wake up in the night, like consistently never does. One night we heard him make like a couple sounds. Look on the monitor, don't see anything, and then he just went right back to sleep. It wasn't like he was even crying, but he just kind of was like making sounds, which was really unusual because he like goes to sleep, stays asleep the whole night.
Right.
That next morning when I get him out of his crib, puke everywhere.
Oh.
I was so sad.
Oh, he's just sleeping in it. He's just sleeping in it.
Sleeping in it. It smelled so bad.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, buddy.
Oh.
It makes me so sad. And so now I'm like, that just makes my anxiety with this freaking sleep and monitor thing just so much worse.
Yeah.
And so after that, every time I'm like, go check on him right now. He's like, he literally just sneezed. Like everything is fine. But like, I just felt so guilty that he like slept in that. But
yeah, I
sadness.
actually as a kid did that. I was a little older. And I remember throwing up around me, and my mom came up the next morning because I guess I normally wake up early. I did not come down, so she finally came up to check on me, and she's like, when I was coming up the stairs, I was smelling like bad smells, and I was laying there fully awake with my hands in the air, and she goes, Abby, why didn't you come get me? And I look at her, I go, I didn't want to get my hands dirty. So I just laid in I'm covered in vomit, but didn't want to get my hands dirty. Me and Matt are the same.
my gosh.
Okay, this next mom fail. This happened recently, actually. We went to the Magic House in St. Louis over winter break. Did I tell you this story?
Maybe.
And they have this thing called, it's like a super slide.
Oh, I heard this from Teresa.
It's such a bad story. It's for ages 3+. CJ is 2.5. And he's like a big kid. So we're like, and he was a little scared. So we were encouraging it. We're like, CJ, you're going to do great, buddy. You can go down the slide. It's going to be so fun. You go down slides all the time.
So sad.
It's like a 3-story tunnel slide. And
It
it's
is.
aluminum. It's large.
Well-
and as you go down the steps, it has windows. So as a parent, you can watch your kid as they're going down each level. The visual image just came to my
because
mind.
we went on this same slide a
Yeah.
week later or whatever it was.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, I tell you what happened. Okay, so we're like cheering him on, we're encouraging, we're saying, CJ, go, you got this, buddy, be brave. We send him down the slide. We start walking down the first flight.
Display window, big display
Massive
window.
display window. I just see a washing machine kid tumble down and
And it's aluminum.
It's aluminum. CJ's tumbling down the slide, screaming. It's just
did
like a
the same
flash of the
motion.
pan, just flashing past me, just tumbling child. And I go, oh my gosh. And I start running.
You have to go down flights of stairs. It's 3 stories.
It's 3 flights of stairs, like 3 big stories. So I'm running down the stairs and I'm yelling to my sisters at the bottom. I go, CJ's falling. He tumbled down the entire slide. My sister's at the bottom to catch him. She says he comes down head first, laying on his back. Okay, he started feet first forward.
How did that even happen?
I think he put his feet down and tripped over him. I felt horrible.
So we only went down once.
Only went down once, and I said, we're never doing that again.
We were stuck at that slide for a really long time.
Oh my gosh, it was so, it was like a movie. Like just a picture, you look, it's just a flash of, like down the window. It was horrible.
Sad. Teresa made this. Wait, was Teresa there?
No,
Oh, no,
we told her
you
about it.
must have told me this story.
I did tell her about it. Yeah. Oh, that was a huge fail.
This one was so bad. Okay, let me preface this by saying we don't have Nerf guns in our house. I'm not strongly opposed to them, but I just feel like it's something that once we introduce,
Oh, you're never going back.
never going back,
Yeah.
and I will find bullets everywhere, and I just feel like we need to have more conversations about them because they can actually seriously hurt your eye. Matt got
Right.
really hurt by Nerf ball
I
in
know.
the
I'm
eye.
kind of anti.
And I don't even know, but like little boys tend to just create guns out of anything.
do. Like,
He's
how'd
like,
they even
it's a
learn
shooter. Shooters. And I'm like, they just made up the word shooters.
I know. CJ would
And-
go around going, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
Like, where did you even see
I
that?
feel like it will happen eventually,
Right.
but let me just say, our kids had not seen a Nerf gun before. We're playing at someone else's house, and Griffin brings it up to me, and he's like, "Mom, like he wanted to play with it, and he didn't know what to do." And I'm like, "Oh, buddy, look!" And I'm like, I show him my gun, and I'm like, "You just push this, just shoot a Nerf ball."
It's so stupid.
No one told me he's bringing a locked and loaded Nerf gun to me.
He brought it to you and he's asking you to shoot him in the
No,
face.
he's like, how do you use it? He didn't even ask me to. He certainly didn't ask me to shoot him. But I'm like, oh, buddy, look and see this. And I was like,
I'm crying. I literally crying.
I think it's really fun. You just.
Oh, Mom, I don't like this toy.
The way he looked at me after.
The shock.
I'll never forget it. It was literally like my own mom.
The betrayal. The betrayal he felt.
I'm laughing, but also I was like, oh
Oh my gosh.
my gosh. The way that he just literally looked at me like my own mother
I dare.
would betray me like this. I was like, I am so, and I was like, and that's a really good lesson.
Never aim it at your face.
Never aim him at people's face. I was someone else's face. There's a witness to this.
There's a
whole
witness.
I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh. Sorry about that, buddy. Go play.
Thank goodness I didn't get his eye.
Woo, don't
I was
tell anyone about
that
this one,
was
Griffey.
so bad.
That's so funny. That's so funny. You know why that's funny? Because we all do it.
I was like, oh, buddy, let me just.
I was trying to show CJ how to use one of those punch balloons that's on a string. Okay, I didn't hit him, but I go, CJ, look. And I went boom, and it just broke my chandelier. That light went pop.
It's so fun.
I had it for 2 seconds. I go, that's an outside balloon, buddy.
It's an outside balloon. It's an outside balloon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was so
That's a
bad.
good one, Ab. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
That vulnerable moment.
Thank you for your transparency.
Okay, so this other one was recent. CJ transitioned from his crib to his big boy bed. And, you know, they have to learn how to sleep, not moving in all directions at night. So you get in the pillow and the blanket. And I was like, well, it's a nap first, so it's fine if he doesn't sleep. Well, he slept. He fell asleep fine. He was like, I love this bed. I'm going to fall asleep. Abby's rolling her eyes. He's always been a very easy sleeper. So I'm like working, and the floors in our house are all tile, like hard tile. And I don't know, this was such a mom fail. All of a sudden I'm working and I hear conk. Silence.
He does have long pauses.
He stops breathing for so long. And I run in there because I know immediately this kid just fell out of the bed. He's laying out of his crib, fully upside down, stuck in a scorpion. His feet are touching the back of his head, and he's just not breathing, just stunned. Like think about it, he was in a dead sleep. And he's upside down, head on the floor, just crying. And I'm like, I am such an idiot. Why didn't I put a pillow, a blanket? Why didn't I move his foam pad just 2 inches to cover the floor? Poor kid, head injury that day. Yeah.
That wasn't even the one I was thinking of.
Oh, what was the one?
I was thinking of when you're in Missouri.
Oh, we should insert an image.
Visual aid for this one.
This one, we had CJ, you know, we were like, he's been in his toddler bed. So he's like, you got it, buddy, a mattress on the floor. We're not going to bring your pack and play. You'll sleep great. Poor kid is terrified to fall asleep on this mattress in the middle of the floor. He wakes up. I guess he fell off the bed in the middle of the night, wakes up under like the bed frame of the bed next to him. So
no
he moved the
idea where he
mattress off
is.
of it. Well, Caleb was gonna have him sleep in it on the bed frame. I was like, Caleb, this bed's too tall. Like, I think he's gonna fall off.
You
So
learned.
he moved the mattress on the floor. Sure did fall off underneath the other bed. Woke up horrified. He woke up not breathing, so scared.
This shows
And he
what a
didn't
deep
sleep.
sleeper CJ
He's a
is.
really deep sleeper. We'll insert an image of him just under this bed.
That would be scary.
Yeah, it would be so scary. So I learned if you're transitioning your kid, put some pillows on the floor.
Okay, this one somewhat recent. So I went to go buy dog food, and my friend works where I buy the dog food, and she carries the food out with me. It's very heavy. She's very strong. And so I had the kids with me. I put them in the car, but I could tell that we were gonna chat a little bit. She had some things going on. So I wanted to be a good friend and like obviously give her my full attention. I'm like, I'm not gonna strap them in their car seats. They can just roam around the car while I'm talking. We have white leather seats, which that's on us. I mean, seriously, can't be mad when those get dirty.
Sure.
Problem is they found ink pens. And so we actually Matt apparently got so much heat on Instagram or TikTok or whatever because he showed him cleaning the car and
Yeah.
he showed like, they're like, you let your kids run crazy and it's like, no, I was actually a foot from them. But they clearly found a good activity because we had blue ink pen all
my
over
gosh.
the white leather seats.
No.
And you know what? I didn't even really say anything to them because I was like, that's on me.
Yeah. You're like, this was. I left these too accessible.
I left a 2 and a 3-year-old in a car near a pen. I mean, I'm right next to them the whole time.
Right.
And I was like peeking in. I'm like, oh, they're having fun.
They're gonna keep back.
Great.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. They're using their imagination. They're using their resources. And usually our car is trash. I'm like, there's so many fun things for them to play with. Nope. That way they found the pen of all
course,
things.
of
And
course.
it doesn't come out. And so we used acetone.
Yeah.
Stripped the
The leather.
leather.
So you just have.
Ink pen. It's there. It's there.
So what does the leather look like now?
So the parts where the acetone was, it's like not even white exactly. It's a totally different finish,
Great.
and it started to go to like gray.
Perfect.
Whatever.
Well, now you just need to color the rest of the seats with the marker and just make it even.
All acetone.
I was like, you know what? It's just gotta.
It's just.
It's gonna look that
We'll keep
way.
this car forever. It's ours.
It's ours.
That's great. That's a good fail. My last one is a newborn one because Addie said she wants to hear a newborn one.
I want to hear.
When CJ switched, he started doing formula at like 6 months, and around 7 months, Caleb was giving him a bottle, and it took about 40 minutes for him to drink out of this bottle. And he was like, "What is going on? Why will it's taking him so long to drink this bottle?" Well, turns out we had a 7-month-old drinking out of a newborn nibble. That's a slow flow. Slow flow.
He's like trying to get 8 ounces.
He's like, like 45 minutes.
Can I tell you my fail?
like you give him a coffee straw.
No, literally.
I did the opposite. I went to go order her new nipples
Yeah.
because
She needed to go
she's
up?
getting to go up in size.
Choked like crazy.
Yeah, we actually only have that size. We only have the bigger size. She never had a newborn nipple.
What? No wonder she didn't like nursing.
She didn't give me that bottle.
No wonder at first she was like,
she-
nah, I'm not really interested in that.
No, she's like, the milk comes out so much faster
She
than
didn't
these
have to do any
bottles. She wanted the bottles. They were coming. She didn't want to have to work for it.
Oh
she
my
could take it.
gosh.
So I ordered new ones and I put them on. I said, these are the same size. I was like,
Oh my goodness, Addie.
yeah, she's always had 3+ month bottle nipples,
Perfect.
unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, that's
But
funny.
she does great. She drinks
Yeah,
bottles.
now
Hey,
she does
maybe
both.
that's my mom hack. She actually took, once we got a nipple show, she did breastfeeding and bottles perfectly fine.
Perfect.
So it could be a hack or a fail.
There you go. That was great. Thanks for laughing with us.
Well, it wouldn't be fair if we just only talked about the fails. We got to also
Right.
talk about the wins.
We gotta talk about the hard and the hope.
That's right.
That's
That's what
right.
this podcast is all
That's
about.
right.
And so, not necessarily the wins, but we're going to talk about some of our mom hacks, if you
Right.
will.
I love it. Also, there's no judgment on any of those. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear no judgment. We're
no
not judging.
judgment.
We're not judging. We are all. That's why it's a fail. You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
Yes.
That's the whole point of having fails, honestly, so that you learn. Don't
right.
do it again.
Don't do it again. That's right. Okay. Yeah, we have some hacks. Do you want to share your first hack?
Yes, this one's actually kind of like a serious one. I don't
Yeah,
know
my
what
first
kind
one
of.
was kind of serious too.
Okay, this one we actually did it when Griffin turned 1, and now he's 3.5. And so we've done this for 2.5 years with both of our kids, and it works really well for our kids. Now, I'm gonna say this, like, every kid's different.
For
I
sure,
acknowledge
same
that.
with mine.
And things that worked for one of my kids does not work for the other, vice versa. But this works for both of them. And mine is have a family motto. And I feel like when they're young, honestly, you can start with one word. And usually we just say how words are, and then we say like one word that like, so we had 3 and it was really hard for them to memorize it, but they pick up quickly.
Yeah.
And so we said how words are patient, generous, and kind. Now we have kind of like expanded on some of those, but patient, generous, and kind for us was a really good foundation because it gets a lot of those early misbehaviors. Like they don't want to share their toys. It's like, well, Howards are generous. So that's where it really helps is when you have a strong family motto, when there is a misbehavior, you can see where they can put it in their category. It's like, oh, this isn't okay because this is what's true about us. And I also think that they really remember it. I'm like, oh, but wait a minute. Howards are, and then they're like generous.
Yeah.
So patient is another one because obviously little kids are like, mom, or like they need things now. Yeah. There's no concept of, it's really hard for them to conceptualize like tomorrow or, 5 minutes even.
Right.
And so it's like, we are patient. And so that kind of helps like those like whining behaviors sometimes. And then kind, that kind of gets the hitting, the like yelling, the just like the general like reaction towards other kids. Those 3 really surface them all. We've expanded now to also obedient. And also we've workshopped a few others that haven't worked. Like we were thinking good friends to others and I'm like, it's just too wordy.
Too wordy, yeah.
So we're going to switch it to servant hearted because I feel like it wasn't even just about friends. Like it was more about like having service towards others. And like we do these things, we make ourselves uncomfortable sometimes to serve others. So we're going to add those 2. We've already added obedient and now we're going to work on servant hearted because that feels a little bit advanced.
Yeah.
But I think we're ready for it.
Yeah. Oh my
and
gosh.
so I think having that family motto though is just a really good thing because we can also say it for ourselves. It's like, I'm doing this because Howards are kind. Or like, and I think it can also age well with them.
Totally.
And so whenever there is like a misbehavior, just constantly going back to that family motto really feels like it makes it clear for them. And it's also really concise.
Yes. I stole that from you.
I didn't create this, by the way. I don't know who I got it from, but
it's good.
Okay.
It's really good. No, I heard you say that to Griffin when he turned 1. You said Howards are generous. That's the first one I remember. And I started using that with CJ when he got older. It also is really convenient that we have the same last name.
You're like, well, CJ, Howards are.
Howards are. But yeah, the one I've been using a lot with CJ recently is Howards do hard things.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like he's getting to a point where I'm like, why are you being lazy? Where's the laziness coming from? You too. Not lazy, but like doesn't want to throw away his trash or do.
Right.
And so I'm like, Howard's do hard things, buddy. Like, and I think it's an uplifting way to instill, instill values in them.
Right. And because I feel like, to expand upon that too, I hate as a parent when I'm constantly like, no, stop, don't. Whereas like this is like an actionable that they can do. It's like, and because otherwise I feel like it's like, well, what do you want me to do? Like this is what my instinct is telling me to do. Like this is what, human nature is telling me to do. And but it's like, yeah.
And it's also not like you're being mean. It's like, hey, Howards, all of us are kind. So I also have to abide by these.
Right.
And so I think it's like, it makes a family unit, which is cool.
Right.
I really liked that when you did that. That's a great number 1 tip.
Thank you.
My number 1 tip is I prompt the response that I want to hear. And I actually heard you do this today with Griffin. You said, hey, we're leaving in 1 minute. Let me hear you say 1 minute. And then they said 1 minute. And I do this with CJ where, especially on the more serious things, if I'm asking him to put his shoes on and get in the car and like some of the stuff that obviously kids just do not want to do, but I feel like these are the things in parenting that can drive you crazy is when your kids aren't listening. And so I go, hey, CJ, I'm not asking you, but I'm telling you we're going to put our shoes on right now and then we're going to get in the car. Say yes, ma'am. And then he'll say yes, ma'am. And it's kind of like this, like I'm prompting him and like, hey, I'm expecting the action and the response at the same, and it's obviously respectful. And I feel like that's helped us a lot with like a no kind of, obviously he's not perfect at it, but I feel like it's helped a lot with like the repeated begging to do things. It's like when he's like, oh, I have to respond and I'm going to say yes, then I'm going to do it. And I feel like that's just been really, really helpful in discipline and some of these like parenting things that are just not so fun.
That's a really good one because I feel like it's easy as a mom of toddlers just get so naggy. Like I feel myself doing, I'm like, I've told them a million times to do it. Like, should I sing it in a song? Like, what should I do to get them to actually listen? But I think you're right. Like prompting that response, it's like, okay, now I know that you know. Because sometimes I'm like, I feel like I can't give you a consequence if I'm not even totally sure you heard me,
right,
or were listening. But
exactly.
it's like that like validates that, okay, you did hear the expectation. Now, if you make the choice to not do that, then it's clear for me now that you like Howards are obedient, and so like this like, and so yeah, and also prompting respect too, I feel like is really good too.
Sometimes I'll be like, CJ, put your listening ears on. He goes, no, Mom, I'm not putting my listening ears. I'm like, no, Mom, I'm not listening.
I'm not listening.
I go, okay, well, we'll come back to this.
These aren't foolproof.
They're not foolproof.
These are ideal scenarios.
These are our best case scenarios.
This one is unhinged. And so once again, don't want to hear it, any judgment, because it's not going to change. Don't mess with lunch.
Honestly, I love that, Abby.
Okay, don't do lunchtime. Here's the thing. 3 meals a day is crazy. It's crazy. With toddlers, they don't eat that much food. And so I found myself early on with them, I was like constantly like their little silicone plates, like just dumping the entire plate and just starting again. I'm like, oh, there's still lunch on it. Now it's dinner time, breakfast, 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It was driving me insane. And they also weren't eating food.
They don't care. They're playing.
They weren't eating food. But if you present it as a snack, and it literally is a snack, which essentially is what kids' lunches often are anyway, then they eat more. It's more well-rounded because they look at it and they're like, they feel like they chose a snack.
Right.
Like, because I'll bring an option of fruit. I'll bring a protein option, like a beef stick, cheese, or yogurt, like any fruit, banana, oranges, strawberry, anything. And then some type of like carby option, like chips, crackers, granola bar. And that's lunch. That counts as lunch. I'm not going to lay a plate down and ask you to sit down because I'm only going to do that fight twice a day.
Right, exactly.
I'm not doing that fight 3 times a day. That's crazy. That would be my whole day. So this is my advice to you. Don't do lunch.
Don't do lunch. It's freeing.
It's done.
freeing, yeah.
It's done. And then you can do it on the go.
Yeah.
We'll go to parks and I'm like, oh, you want your snack? And then I'm just make sure that they get like one of those 3 things. Sometimes some extra, hey, throw fruit snacks in there.
Yeah, of course.
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Snack time.
It's a fun time of the day.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Seriously.
I feel like I give CJ a full breakfast and then he's like snacks until dinner. It's
Right.
Like, he just eats all day long snacks.
That's all it is.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah, their stomachs are small.
Yeah, their stomachs are small.
They don't need to fill up 3 times.
No, they don't.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. My second one's also food related. I was having a huge issue with breakfast time, especially once I had Vivian and I would have to nurse in the morning first thing. And then by the time I'd be done nursing, CJ would be starving, poor kid. And then it's like, okay, then I have to cook and prepare breakfast. And it was just too long of a time to go without feeding him. And so what I did was I would give him like a breakfast snack while I was nursing to then tide him over until breakfast. And I felt like that was like a real hack. I'm like, okay. I would give him one of those Oikos protein yogurts and then I would give him his little vitamins. And that would hold him for 25 minutes until I could go make the rest of his breakfast. Because the kid's he loves his pancakes. And that's just a time-consuming task. So give your kid a little snack, like a little fruit, a yogurt before the breakfast.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like we're always heading out the door too fast that I don't have the time. But if I was nursing, that would change things.
It was really hard when you're nursing because you're just sitting there and your poor kid is just waiting for you so patiently to be done, you know? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
oh,
you're
you
starving.
You want to eat food too?
Right, I know.
Okay, this is also another like more serious one related to like behavior modification. I don't know what the word is we're going to use for that, consequences. But I started to frame whatever our kids had a consequence. I started to really make sure like whatever their consequence is, I kind of like hold that certain like kind of lightly because I'm also not exactly sure what I want to do best. I recognize that usually like if there's certain behaviors, especially where someone else is getting hurt, they need to be away from that situation. I don't love the idea of timeout. So usually they're in the same room as us, but just separate. And they have to be like, they can be with us. They can see with us. I would even sit with them, but we're with them. And we're kind of still workshopping that because I'm like, I don't know how effective this is, but I've noticed that the true, like where I really feel like I'm reaching them after a misbehavior is the conversation after whatever the consequence was is done. And so Matt and I have both been really intentional with like how we frame like that resolution time. And it can be hard to do in the moment, but this framework made it like kind of seamless. So we say like, why are you taking a break? And they can answer this younger than you think. Like, why are you taking a break? And then they can usually answer, and then it says, what are you going to do differently next time? And then what should you do now? And those 3 questions, like, really helped me feel like, okay, whatever this consequence is, I don't care that's necessarily like they hate whatever they're doing, but that I can come to them and like really like have this resolution moment. It really has been so good. And now the kids are doing this on their own. So like in the car, they weren't listening great today after church.
Sweet.
And randomly, Augie, my youngest, he goes, sorry for not listening, Mom. I'm going to listen next time.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I love that because it's like, and I made a huge deal about it.
Yeah, of course
And
you gotta praise
so-
that. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like these 3 questions made it really easy for both of us to just like always have this like baseline to go back to. So it felt like, okay, we're not just like throwing consequences at you or like making you not play or be with your friends because Mom and Dad are mean. Which also we say this, I got this from our friend Val. She loves when we shout her out. I don't know that she actually loves it, but she's a great parent, and I learn a lot from her. And so, but something that she tells her kids, I've started telling my kids, is that everyone has consequences because it's true. Everyone on this earth has consequences,
Right.
And so I don't want them to think that we're specifically picking on them, which is also why we have like our family motto too. It's like we are all held to a standard, and we're held to a standard as a family. And also just like as citizens.
Right.
And so anyway, that resolution like moment feels really, it feels like a template that is easy to kind of make it all feel clear to everyone, like what just happened. We don't want to just have tears to have tears, or we don't want to just do these things. And so it really feels good. And I feel like they can start to use it on their own too.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
Because I don't want them to just be like, sorry. That loses its meaning.
Totally.
And so that has helped a lot.
Yeah, that's really good. Something that I think I've been thinking about a lot too is I just want the expectations to be really clear. And so I'm trying to figure out like, okay, the bigger, like the more violent things are timeouts. So then I don't want everything that needs to be, everything that requires a consequence to be a timeout. So I'm like, what are other creative things that I can do in like the discipline realm? And then I'm like, okay, but I don't want to lose the expectations where CJ's like, what's it going to be this time? A big consequence or a little consequence? And so, Kim, she's been a mentor for me. She did this with her kids. I thought it was a really good idea. It's an if-then chart. And I think when CJ gets a little older, I'll start implementing it when he can understand it better. But it's like, hey, if you hit your sister, then no fruit snacks. Or if you do this, then you get a timeout. Or if this, it's like just really clear expectations of, hey, if you choose this choice, then this is it. And then it's like really easy as a parent to like reflect back to it. Because I think that's the thing that you're saying too that's really good is like they're able to reflect back to these questions and be like, okay, this is how that applies. And it's like you're thinking through it. And then it doesn't always have to be such a big conversation if there's the expectation.
Yeah, that clarity is really good.
Really
and
good.
Also good for your husband, like husband and wife, to like, okay, the same expectation holds because there's a chart, or like there's this is how we do it.
Yes, because sometimes that's hard. Like when he works normal hours, and so I'll do certain things, or I'll try different things with discipline, and then he'll come home and it's like, oh, wait, no, I wasn't doing that today. So it's like we had to stay on the same page, and that's like a huge part of it.
And now's
That's
the
hard.
learning time, but also it is good to start doing those things early because they're really smart. They pick up on things really, really quickly.
Oh yeah. Okay, so for my third one, you're gonna hate me for this one.
Oh no, why?
My third tip is don't have the perfect environment for sleep.
Oh gosh. You have too much privilege to say this.
I knew you were gonna get me. Okay, my kids are really mild temperament kids, so I understand that. Like they're very just like they love to just lay on mom and they love to sleep. So keep that in mind. I feel like this is very dependent on kids. But something that Caleb and I talked about from the beginning was that, like, I remember reading some of the stuff about like having the blackout curtains and like the temperature of the room perfectly set and like just creating the perfect sleep environment for your kid. And I was like, I will definitely do that if my kid doesn't sleep, but I don't want to start out that way and then have them only be able to sleep in like this perfect environment. So that was kind of like our last resort was like adding in the different things if necessary. So like when CJ was little, he would literally nap in a full lit room. And I wouldn't always put him in his sleep sack if he didn't need it. And he always had a sound machine, which is easy, like on the go to have a sound machine. But these are just different things that I tried, and I feel like it benefited. Our kids are pretty flexible sleepers. So if it's possible that you can do these things and then your kids still sleep the night, do it. But obviously, if you need to be strict, but I'm just saying, I don't ever give the advice like start out super strict with sleep, like work your way there.
I don't think anyone really can because they're in your room with you.
What do you mean? Like as a newborn?
Yeah, as a newborn, there's noise, there's like light.
Yeah, but like once you start sleep training, you know, like Vivian now is in her crib and I vacuum during her naps. Like her room does not have blackout curtains. Lewis is barking, you know?
Yeah.
There are different elements where I'm like, I could put the dog away and like not clean or do certain things to like try to hone in to make sure her naps are perfect. But I try not to stress about it. And I think it's benefited so far.
Yep.
I know. It's annoying. I'm
No,
sorry.
I love that for you, Abigail. I love
it's not
that
a one size
for
fit,
you.
but that's my tip. Don't start strict if you
We
don't
did
have
that
to.
with, I will just give you the little caveat. We did that exact thing with Griffin.
Yeah.
He slept in the room, like in fully lit rooms. Didn't go
It didn't work.
well.
Yeah. I know. Not every kid is not going to work for it.
And so then we learned and did the opposite, and then our second was a much better sleeper. So
I guess I say this because I just feel like the internet is so, you know, like they always want to, we talked about like anxious moms and like, it's always like, you have to do these things, this thing, this thing, this thing, like start sleep training your kid from the day they're born. And it's like, I feel like I just stressed about stuff that was not applicable. And like, I didn't have to worry about CJ's sleep until I knew if he was a good sleeper or not. And so it's like, I don't need to implement all these things to create the perfect environment until I know that my kid's not a good sleeper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's like, it's just, let's just take the stress off and just let your kid, you know.
this helped me. This actually helped eliminate stress for me personally because I was like,
Yeah, you're
I can
sleeping.
recreate this, and I'm sleeping. So.
Yeah, who cares?
But
That's the most important.
No,
We all
I think
need to-
that's. I mean, I think that's a good baseline, but I do think you learn pretty quick whether or not you're going to have to use interventions.
No, for sure.
I think also I have struggled with that a little bit of like we did the sleep training, we did the nap training. Brielle doesn't have like a blackout room. It's dark, but it's not, and we have a sound machine.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really worried about like she naps during church, and so she's in the nursery in there, and she's only taking 30-minute naps in there. At home, she takes 2-hour naps, and I'm like, that's okay. If she takes a 2-hour nap later, but only takes a 30-minute nap now, that's okay. Like having to like really tell myself that it is what it's gonna be.
Yes.
You know, and figuring that out.
I think we can get so like dependent on the schedule, and then we become a slave to the schedule.
Yeah, I didn't go to church the first 2 weeks we were
Right.
sleep training because I was like, can't
It's the
do
schedule.
it.
No, I'm
you
really
know?
pro.
And
I'm
so-
pro being flexible with the schedule.
Yes. So then it's like, okay, as long as if Vivi she's taking 4 naps a day. So I'm like, if she has 2 naps in her crib that are good, then I think that's a great day. But she's sleeping through the night. So I'm like, then if she wasn't sleeping through the night, then I would adjust and be like, we gotta stay home for all 4 naps.
Okay, this took a lot of reworking because it was a major irritation, especially with 2 toddlers. Keep a pair of shoes in the car.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Just
That's a good tip.
keep them in the car, and when they get home, take them off in the car. We just have car shoes.
Smart.
Car shoes exist because we couldn't. I'm telling you how many times we'd get to a location, and I'd be like, you took your shoes off. After it took me so long to locate them, get them on your feet, and then you just rip them off. And so I was like, that was just making me so agitated. I was literally saying it till I was blue in the face. I was like, keep your shoes on, wear your shoes, put your shoes on. And I was like, I'm just done with this. We're keeping shoe cars, or car shoes.
Car shoes.
We're keeping car shoes. And here's my other advice. Keep the kids' socks by the shoes, because I remember so many times heading out the door, we finally found the shoes, thank goodness, but socks are up in their bedroom.
That's a good idea, Abby.
Keep the socks by the shoes, and that can probably be like wherever your garage door is. And also just keep a pair of car shoes. Don't put them on until you're at your destination.
That's efficiency brain.
Thank you.
I would have never thought that, but I'm like, it is so annoying when we're out, like get at the door and his shoes are there, and I'm like, we forgot socks. Run back in and get socks.
That was my
That's a
final straw.
bottleneck.
So you need so many things to get out the door with them. I just
Right.
was so tired of fighting with the shoes.
Yes.
There's 4 feet.
The car is the ultimate diaper bag. Let's just be honest. I don't even carry a
Keep
diaper bag
in
anymore.
there. Keep wipes in
Keep
there.
a changing pad in the car. Go change your baby in the car. Your extra outfits, diapers, wipes, everything, and you'll never have to carry a diaper bag again.
great.
It's so great. It's a great tip, Abby. My next one, we had Santa take the binky. If you can have a fictional character take your binky. It's so much better because then there's like no chance of that thing coming back. You know what I mean? Not because the kid
now hates Christmas and Santa.
make Santa the bad guy.
What a weird
Make the Tooth Fairy the bad guy. Make the Easter Bunny the bad guy. Make Santa the bad guy. Make a leprechaun for St. Patty's Day the bad guy. That way you don't have to do it. And you can start talking about it weeks before. Hey, St. Patty's coming and he's going to take your binky. And it's but he's going to leave you.
Maybe the leprechaun.
Gold coins.
Maybe the leprechaun, not Saint.
Oh, sorry.
It's a saint.
Sorry. St. Nick took our binky.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but it worked for CJ.
Santa.
Santa, yeah. And you know what? He took those binkies and he gave them to the other little boys and girls that needed them, like Vivian.
Like Vivian.
Yes. And then if you have a second kid, you could gift them. Just rub it in their face. I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
But it really did work. And then because Santa goes away, he never asks. I mean, he would ask. He'd be like, where are my binkies? And be like, CJ, where'd they go? And he'd go, Santa took them with the cookies. He kept saying it. And it was really easy to reference back. And then it wasn't a conversation of, hey, the binkies are, you can't. Like, I've heard people plant them in the yards and like flowers bloom up. And I'm like, I think CJ would have gone out there with a shovel and tried to dig them out,
Oh, we've tried everything.
I know. So I'm like, just
We
get him out
actually
of the
just tell
house.
him, I'm really big into telling him the truth, which is kind of the opposite. I'm like, they're messing up your teeth.
Yeah, well, Griffin's old enough to understand that now.
So crazy. He's like, yeah, they're messing up my teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think it also comes down to like, what kind of sleeper is your kid?
Yeah.
Like if they
He's a
like
hard
sleep,
sleeper.
but yeah.
CJ, I would tell him that leading up. I'm like, CJ, you're getting buck teeth, buddy. So we got the binkies. They're just not appropriate.
Well, I had the dentist have a conversation too. I mean, we've really tried. We did the
Smart.
fictional character. We
Yeah.
did everything. And now we did the hack of just like, let's just let them do whatever the heck they want. If they're sleeping. No, that's a good one. That's a good one. Controversial, but good.
Sure.
My final one is catch them doing good. I feel like this is an obvious one, but also it can be hard to just remember day to day as a mom. Like whenever they do something that, like a behavior that you want them to do more of, and you know that it's especially something that they've changed, like you're noticing a difference, praise the crap out of it. That's my biggest, like, we like, and it's amazing how they like light up, and that's so meaningful to them.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, when like they said sorry, I was like, I brought up a couple times. Like I was like, I really like how you apologized and like I was able to forgive you and you knew why, or like whatever it is. Even them finishing their plates, we have like a whole song. They like we
they
are
love
so
it.
proud of them for that.
Yeah.
Like eating their meals like when they're supposed to, because that's also difficult. That was also my other hack is with meals. If you're fighting with your toddler about meals, you can just say, we provide, you decide. Like sometimes I handle that where it's like, you can decide if you're going to get dessert tonight, because if I'm providing you with something, now if you're trying something new, we're not going to hold you to that same standard. But if something that's like, I know you enjoy this food and you're choosing not to eat it, then you decide. You decide. And so anyway, praise the crap out of what they do right, and I think you would be surprised. Like you just see that behavior so much more.
Yeah. They do respond so well to that.
Yeah,
Totally. I love when they finish their food. They go, Augie finished my food.
I ate it all.
And they stand up on their chair. They go, ooh.
We have a whole chant. It's a big
so
deal.
fun. Okay, my last tip. This is something that we decided before CJ was born, honestly, because I saw an influencer post about it, and I was like, I'm going to do that. We really, really try to keep screen time to the weekends. And that has been, it's crazy when CJ like has screen time, like TV time during the week. I just notice it a lot in his behavior. And then it's asked all the time, Mom, I want to watch a show. I want to watch a show. And it's like, hey, buddy, actually the expectation, we just don't do that during the week, buddy. We just do it on the weekends. And it honestly like kind of nips a butt in the asking for it, because I'm like, we just don't do that on Mondays. Today's Wednesday. Like you can watch TV on Saturday. And I think it's been helpful a lot during the week. Also for me, I think if I'm feeling tired or whatever, like it could just be like very easy for me to want to put on a show. But then it's like, no, I should just actually put a blanket outside and we go sit in the backyard and like have imagination play, or I'll sit and read my book in the backyard. So it kind of keeps me off of screens too, which I really liked. And I think it's really fostered. CJ has he's really good at imaginative and individual play. And I think it's because like I don't have the option of TV during the week. And I think it's just been really like, it's been really good in our house. Yeah.
That's really good.
I didn't stick to that yesterday, so I'm obviously not perfect at it. But yesterday we had a sick day, and so we did watch VeggieTales.
That's awesome.
But we've really tried to stick to it, and I feel like it's kept the screen time conversation to a minimum.
Yeah, and whatever the expectation is, I think those screens was just it's got to stay consistent.
Yes.
Because then otherwise they're like, well, wait, they'll ask for it all the time.
Totally. Like even if it's like our Val, hey girl, we talk about it all the time. Like they do screen time after naps, and so it's just like hey, no, we're not gonna watch it until after. Like if you just have a set time, I feel like that's really the most helpful.
Yeah.
Within parameters, I feel like that's been helpful for us.
Ask Abby.
Let's do some voicemails. Guys, thank you so much to everyone who calls in and leaves us messages with a question. It can be about anything lighthearted, silly. It can be serious. It can just be a curious question that you have about us or whatever you want. If you want to call in, the number is 602-456-9690. We'll also put it in the show notes. Here's the first one.
Hi, Abby. My name is Madison, and I was wondering, what are your favorite parts about living in Arizona? Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling, Madison. My favorite part about living in Arizona, I feel like there are a lot of things I really love.
I love living in Arizona.
I love it so much. It's so different than the Midwest. So it's also been really fun just to experience something totally different than what we had growing up. I mean, obviously the weather here is unbelievable. I just really love the access to being outside and the different options of all the things that you can do outside. There are just an endless amount of activities here that I really, really, really love.
You cannot beat sunshine.
No.
Like when we go back home, like I am reminded how much I take for granted the sunny days because it just affects, like, it's just so gloomy when the sun's, like, the sun is out basically every day. And when it's not out, like today, it's cozy. It's like a little cozy day. It doesn't even feel like there's just not really bad weather here. And that just makes a big difference in my motivation to, like, take care of my own health and also just, like, get out of the house and do fun things with the kids. And also our kids can, like, basically always play outside. Obviously the summer is, like, the more trickier time. But it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Let the hounds out.
Let them out. And even in the summer when it is super, super hot, like you swim and different
sprinklers,
things.
splash pads.
Yes, there's still activities to be outside.
What about you, Addie?
I was going to say I really like how much there is to do, but more so on the thing of, like, Blake and I both like sports and watching things like that. We live it's living in a bigger city, but we, like, are kind of in a suburb area of Phoenix, and I feel like I really like that we can go and do major league sports or go to spring training or do these like cute dates, like different places to go to. I think I really enjoy is the season I'm in right now.
Totally.
You could never do everything, which is so different from, like, growing up in, like, a smaller
for sure
area.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Hi, Abby. My name is Nevaeh, and the question that I had for you all was, what is a season in your life that you feel like you took for granted and you go back and just, like, relive every moment if you could? I love your all's podcast, and thank you for listening. Bye.
That's a really good question. I have to think about that for a second. Thank you, Nevaeh, for that. That's a thought-provoking one.
Every season of my life, I can say, like, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know that I could say the word, like, I felt like I took that for granted, but there's really sweet things that I, like, can recognize more in hindsight about certain things in my life. And I think about being a kid a lot. Like, I'm like, sweet. That was such a, like, I don't know. It was such a sweet time and such a comforting time. Yeah. And, like, I knew that I felt like I had the freedom to make decisions, but ultimately I knew that my parents were going to, like, step in and take care of things for me. Yeah. And I think I appreciate that even more now being a parent. Like, it's so fun being on this side of things. There's so much responsibility. So then you think about, like, okay, nothing was actually truly that serious when I was a kid. Yeah. Like, that feels, and that was because I had really good parents. Like, you know, the stakes were pretty low. And so, I don't know, I just always think about, like, when I was a kid.
Totally.
Things were just things just happened.
It's just free.
Things just happened. Food was there.
Yeah, I think it was one of our first episodes. You said, I just went to dance practice and
Just went to school, went to
went
dance.
to school, went to dance, and my parents made it happen for me.
They made it happen. And so it was just like,
Yeah, it's sweet.
I don't think that I necessarily took it for granted because I think I always knew. I was like, this
Grateful.
is great that I'm like very grateful that I had to do these things, but I'm like, wow, that was so good. Like that was literally so good. I'm also so grateful. This is kind of like a little bit off track with this question, but I'm always so grateful that every season of my life I've had good friends pretty much. And I think that has also made like even the hard things in my life like so much less difficult than they could have been. And so I especially had I had really good friends growing up, which I think is like probably the most important time to have good friends.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I wish the most for my kids is like, please make them be friends with like good examples.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that influences their life so much. I don't really feel like there's a season in my life that I feel like I've taken for granted either. I feel like I've always had a very gracious, like I've always felt so much gratitude for different seasons. And I think it's a season that just like that newlywed season with Caleb was so sweet. I look back on it so fondly. It was just such a fun season. And I don't think I realized in the moment how fun it was. Yeah. So I think maybe that is a season I look back on. It was like those first 3 years married. Also, it was COVID and we were newlyweds. So we got married in 2019 and then COVID hit. That whole year just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. But like, what a fun time to be quarantined with your husband, your best friend. You know, it was so fun just getting to spend so much time with Caleb. Because we worked from home. We were together all the time. And now I feel like I barely, I don't see him often as much. So I love that. I probably took all the time we spent together for granted.
That's special.
Yeah. Well, this segment is called Always Eating.
Always eating. Which I'm actually hungry right now.
Yeah, honestly, let's go home and eat.
We're trying to just think about like how we can give to you guys and like, I don't know, just make this more of a community. We're still having conversations, so we're open once again to any suggestions. I feel like a lot of us in this community are in a season of either being like a newlywed, mom, like we've got people we gotta feed.
We've got a great range, yeah.
We got people we gotta feed. We have a good range, but we all have the common thing of we're all hungry and we have other people that are hungry that we gotta feed. And so we were thinking about sharing a new recipe every week to kind of just help if you're like, oh, I make the same things every night, or I have no idea what to cook tonight. So if you're heading to the grocery store right now while you're listening to this or after listening to this, we got a couple new recipes for you. We'll link them below. I linked my shrimp tacos because I just have started making those again a lot. But I'm telling you, you got to buy your shrimp from Costco.
Actually, I have to one-up you, Abby. You have to buy from Sam's Club.
Really?
It's 3 pounds for $21, peeled, deveined, raw.
Ooh. I don't have a Sam's Club membership.
I know. I was going to tell you need to get one.
We just got one you can use.
Just to get shrimpies?
No, but
I have heard Sam's is better than Costco.
it's just a little cheaper. No, here's the thing. Costco has way better healthy options. But Sam's is cheaper.
Well, then I'll probably stick to Costco.
I know.
And just get my two. But it's 2 pounds. But it's peeled, deveined, and raw. But they have the biggest shrimps. It's hard to find peeled, deveined, and raw.
Yeah, it is hard.
It's hard combo, but they got it at Sam's and Costco. So whatever membership you have, you're covered. Shrimp tacos. I don't follow this recipe. This recipe is just a good baseline. It's very flexible. Basically, just cook your shrimp and just put all the toppings on that you like. But this is just a good seasoning blend, and it's just the sauce is good, and it's foolproof.
I love your shrimp tacos when you make them.
Thank you.
I eat a lot of them.
I do too. I make them huge because I also love the tortillas from Costco.
They're so good.
They have raw tortillas. It really makes all the difference. I'm rambling right now, but
No, I feel like those are good for dinner and lunch too. My recipe is a cabbage soup, which sounds weird. I just love cabbage, and I always have.
you're gonna have to make this for me because I saw you share the recipe and I was a little skeptical.
Well, okay, so I'll link a recipe I kind of adapted my own, but the recipe itself is good.
Okay.
What I posted on my Instagram story is like my own little adaptation of it. But it's hearty, it's warm, it feels healing. It's just the perfect like blend of warming herbs and good vegetables, and I added chicken for protein. It is so good. Served with some crusty bread. It's a win.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try it.
Yes.
I'm excited about that, and it sounds very healthy too.
It is.
Okay, Book review time. Woo! Everybody, your homework is due. Did you read the book? We're actually still transparently trying to figure out the best way to do this book club because it like sounded like a great fun idea. Just sent it, and we mostly just want to do fun things to like foster community with y'all. And I love to read. I feel like we got a couple readers in here. Abby, you like to read too?
Yeah, I like to read when I'm told to read.
When you're told to read. And so, so we're just trying to figure out what the best way to do this is. Because, like, for those of you that didn't read the book, you're probably like, this is boring. I don't care. I don't want spoilers. So maybe on this video, we can put a timestamp for when we're done talking about the book. Yeah. And we'll try to keep it somewhat brief. But maybe down the line, we're thinking of other options of, like, what's the best way to do it. We thought about having, like, a separate channel, maybe Patreon type of thing for those of you that like want to be a part of the like book club. We thought about doing all kinds of different Discord chats, like keep it separate, or we can keep it in here, but mostly we just want your guys' feedback. Like, what do you prefer? Because we're just figuring this out. Yeah, this is still new.
In the Goodreads, I think a lot of people have said that link isn't working, and also I feel like we don't know how much to engage in the Goodreads. So if there was a different platform that's a little easier to do the book club in, we want that. And obviously we would make it like accessible and easy and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
or if you're like, hey, this is preferred, do it this way. This is a democracy, so you need to speak up.
Always homies.
Is it a democracy or an oligarchy?
What's the difference?
Wait, which one? Oligarchy is like kings and queens.
You guys are the queens.
Democracy. I don't know.
It's a democracy.
You gotta vote.
You guys vote, please.
You guys gotta vote. This isn't inherited.
Spoiler alert. We're gonna give spoilers. So if you don't want to listen, maybe fast forward.
For My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. If you haven't read it and want to read it, skip.
But don't leave. Just skip.
Okay, what was everyone? Let's start with everyone's ratings.
5 stars.
Ooh.
Yes.
There you go.
I gave it a 3.5.
I gave it a 3 as well.
Oh,
so
sorry.
on Goodreads, it'd actually be a 3.
Yes, that's why I was going to do a 3.5, but Goodreads, you can only do full stars, so I did a 3.
I think I'm dumb. Like, I'm actually still confused.
I am a little confused. You both finished the book?
Yeah, I sat myself down.
I did read it so fast. I was like, I'm going to have to go back and reread some of
I'm actually still confused. I feel like, okay, here's my thing. No, let you guys talk.
No.
There's too many crazy people in this book.
There were a lot of crazy.
What are the odds that every single character is crazy?
Is willing to do something crazy.
Crazy. Yes. It just got to a point where I was like, first of all, I'm like, it's a thriller. It's not like real. So obviously it's going to be fiction. But it just got to a point where I was like,
it was too much.
Everybody is psycho. So it's not based in any kind of like, it kind of lost me. Like I was like, okay, every single character is Looney Tunes.
Sure. I could see that.
It felt like it wasn't grounded in something.
I was confused because I thought Harrison committed to said he murdered her 1,000,000 times, but he wasn't the murderer.
I think they wanted you to think feel suspicious of everyone.
Yeah, I was suspicious.
Harrison was actually the cleanest of them all when you really think about it. He just created a weird company.
But then he was at the end. He was like, my company's not worth it. It's not real. Like, it doesn't work.
He knew it was a bad thing.
You know, he knew it was bad to know when you were going to die. The reason I gave it 3 stars, it took me at least 45% of the way through to be like, oh, stories connecting. Like the first, because it's just like 2 separate, Birdie's talking in one of them and then there's everyone else. And I'm like, how do these connect? And so once they connected, I was like, okay, now I'm starting to understand what's happening. But I would read it again.
I liked the first half better, actually.
When Eden died, I was shocked.
Really?
Remember when her
off the cliff
chapter ends? She goes, "And this is how I died," or whatever. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she died, the main character." But then you realize she's not the main character. She's kind of a side character.
She actually didn't die.
No, she did die.
That was Mary.
No.
Eden did not die.
We're all confused. No, Eden Fox did die.
No.
His fake wife.
She's the one who had cancer.
No, that's Birdie.
No, that's Birdie.
Oh,
Birdie didn't die.
Abby is confused. We might need to explain the book.
Did Eden die?
Eden did die.
Eden got pushed off.
No, that was Mary. Guys, Google it.
No, Mary is in Switzerland with Harrison, living happily ever after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane thought it was Mary and accidentally killed Mary killed Eden instead of Mary.
Yes.
Because Jane is the one who pushed her off.
Yes.
We were the whole time, you're like, who pushed her off?
Which also, that was a terrible mastermind to pick because you barely talked about her.
Like, oh, Carter's wife?
But at the end, I actually liked that
Really?
Yeah, because it was very unsuspecting. And then at the end, when she was talking about my husband's wife, I was like, wait, who is talking? Eden or I didn't know who. I thought it was Eden.
It says
then
my
it was
husband's wife, and
Jane.
it's not even about Eden or like the
Right.
title of the book is not even about.
Like, I feel like that it was cool because the title, My Husband's Wife, applied to 2 different stories. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was creative.
I liked this one more than the other Alice Feeney book I read, which was Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Me too.
Because
I
I
liked
think
it
the
much better.
beginning was really strong.
I also liked the
was
setting better.
Yeah.
I didn't like the
not
setting in Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Yeah, just an isolated.
Yeah.
But I'm still confused.
Uh-huh.
So,
The person who gets pushed off the cliff is the real Eden Fox.
Yes.
the real Eden.
Yep, the real Eden.
I-
And then Mary.
Sorry.
And Jane tried to kill Eden, but it was actually Mary. And she didn't even know that she killed... No,
No, Mary's
No,
not
no, no.
dead.
she tried
Jane
to kill
tried
Mary.
to kill Mary
Yes,
that she
yes,
thought was
yeah.
Eden, but it wasn't. And
Yes.
pause. How do they look so much alike?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
That was
people
also crazy.
But a lot of these people had never met her before. Like, had never met Eden. Like, in the town. Because Mary was going around and meeting people, like, this whole time, but had not known. Like, Carter slept with Mary. Not Eden.
We just kissed her, I thought.
Oh, maybe they just kissed.
Yeah, but still.
He was maybe fantasizing about.
No, they had...
They just kissed on his desk. Because he said, I wanted
That's what
to
she
have sex
saw.
with
But
her.
then he
Yeah.
actually did sleep with...
Birdie.
But he slept with Birdie. But
See, this
he
is...
had 2 affairs, actually.
Loser.
That's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
is crazy. Like, Jane was willing to commit that crime just of a kiss because that's the only thing she witnessed.
Yeah. I know.
But then he was actually cheating. There was just too many...
I didn't really like the storyline of how Eden pushed the daughter over the balcony. I'm like, that just feels so far-fetched. Like, she wasn't actually hit by the car. That whole story was, like, a little crazy.
Yeah. All
Like,
of it
it
was
was all
just bizarre.
staged.
And then
Gabriella, the daughter,
is
is
also
cra-
crazy. Just
also-
randomly one chapter where you find out she's crazy.
Or like at the end, they try and sneak in that she's locking Eden out of the house. This is my house, and she's like in her clothes and stuff. And then she goes, "Don't mess around like that." And then she lets her in the house.
think I
Like
still
it was
need
like weird.
Yeah, I agree. And when they ended the chapter with one of the chapters with Gabriella jumping out of the car.
Yeah.
And then never really came back to that.
There was too much happening and too short of a book, honestly.
Of trying to wrap up all the loose ends at the end.
I was lost.
know.
I'm actually clearly still lost.
I really
I was ready
enjoyed
to
it.
debrief.
I thought it was very entertaining.
I wouldn't recommend it personally. But
Really? I mean,
Abby
I
would.
would.
I
liked it.
highlighted, this was chapter 10, so we were really very beginning. It said, "I'm Olivia Bird," I tell him. And then his face folds into a frown and he shakes his head. "Olivia Bird is dead." I said, "What the heck is this freaking book? I'm so confused."
I know.
That was about the grandma, was dead.
Oh yeah, the fact that two characters had the same
grandma's
name.
in there with such an
And
intricate. She died twice.
Yeah.
And the mom died, and I was like,
Twice.
there was so much happening.
Yeah, I always thought it was. I think if the mom died twice and then Birdie died twice, that would have been.
I think I'm just too dumb for this book.
No, it was a lot. She does have. I think Alice Feeney. Can someone confirm if she has all 10 fingers? Because both
She
books,
tried to
she
cut off
cuts
a finger
finger.
again.
So does she have all 10 fingers? Why is this her signature? In the other book we read by her, Rock, Paper, Scissors, the book ends with a finger cut off with a ring on it. That's why Abby made cookies. If you ever saw that video.
Cut a finger off in this book.
It was Olivia Bird's finger. Wasn't
Yes.
It was the grandma's finger was cut off.
They like
With the
threatened
green
it.
ruby. Yeah, or something.
Yes.
Does she not have all fingers?
She has 9 fingers.
That's her signature.
so
It says she has spoken publicly about losing part of her finger in a childhood accident. It's something she occasionally mentions in interviews and author talks.
Oh my gosh.
Well, she mentions it in her books. It's always
Yes.
a subplot.
That's
Whoa,
funny.
that was
Okay, that's
crazy.
cool.
That's really good.
I love when an author has a signature.
Yeah, I think I actually still need to Google and just be like, please explain the ending of this book.
Yeah.
Who's who? Because see, I think what's happened is that the parts that were actually Mary, but you're thinking are Birdie.
Yeah.
Never got rewritten in my brain.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm like,
She has really hardcore twists. I never expect her twists. In both stories,
But
I was very shocked by her twist.
my hot take though is that I like to be surprised by a twist, but I just think that her twists are just underdeveloped. Like you should be able to make inferences of some kind, or at least go back and say like, oh, this was this. But I feel like it just smacks you out of nowhere.
It does smack me out of nowhere. I think that's why I like it.
And I'm like, is that good though? Like
that's true.
story development? I don't know. But yeah, you know, it was a good thriller to start. It's a fast-paced one to start your year
really
off.
fast.
You can get one book under the belt. Now you can read another.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for the next one.
I was going to say we probably should, if we have another book.
I feel like we need to do a new release that's not brand new.
Okay.
Because it's hard to get our hands on. We heard some feedback about that. But this one came out last year, and it's called Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And it's a fiction, but it's related to females going to space. And people say it's like very inspirational and really good. And I really like that author. She wrote Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which
I've heard of that, but I never read it.
She also wrote Daisy Jones and the Six.
Fun.
But this one's kind of like, it's like a slightly historical fiction, but it's like the 60s, I think. But it feels like girl power, and I feel like that'd be fun.
Yeah, let's go. Always homies.
It's a
always
fiction,
funnies.
though. It's a story.
Yeah, fun.
It came out last year.
It has 65,000 reviews and 4.5 stars.
Fun. Let's do it.
Okay.
Atmosphere.
It's a GMA book club pick. A love story.
Perfect. Love
story.
I need to change a pace. I feel like that one got me. I also read a thriller before that, so that disturbed me. So maybe I just need to a little
Need something a little lighter.
something a little lighter.
Watch this be a depressing book.
Something.
I enjoyed the book club, and I'm glad that we're doing this.
Oh, my other side
my
note,
thought.
really quick, one more thing is that the subplot of the paintings felt underdeveloped as well.
That
That she
did.
just kept painting spyglass.
That they all painted, and then like the wolf and all the points just felt underdeveloped
Yeah,
to
I
me.
feel
Like
that.
it felt like there was a lot of good potential, but then it never came full circle enough for me to be like appreciate those like plot elements.
You want it to be a longer book.
Maybe it needed to be longer, but I do think some of the things needed to just be eliminated.
Or edit it out.
Some of the variables
Not as
needed to be
many
eliminated.
Sure.
Not as many
things.
lunatics.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like there could have maybe been some editing.
There wasn't one sane character.
Yeah. I just, whenever.
Carter was crazy too.
What happened? Okay, question. Another random thing. What happened to Maddie? You know, they're like, we can't contact her. She's not answering her
Yeah,
phone.
Maddie
She's not answering her
disappeared.
phone.
Oh, yeah, she disappeared. Well, the power went out. That was just kind of like
The
a
Day of
silly
the
one.
Dead, why,
Yeah.
that was not that important.
She said
other
the
than
power
they were
was
dressed
cut.
up.
Yeah, the power was cut. I'm like,
Yeah,
so.
that never played a role. The Day of the Dead really never just came to do anything. I thought for
only
sure someone
reason-
was going to be hidden.
Well, Jane came and was dressed up and came and looked at Birdie, but Birdie had taken all the pills and passed out. And so she's like, oh, she's already dead.
so I don't have to kill her.
Right.
Phew.
Phew. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I'm glad. I wasn't mad at it. I was just kind of like, eh.
Gotcha.
Okay, in closing, we just want to say thank you guys. Wow, this was a long episode. Thank you for sitting with us and chatting with us. Actually, I was going to tell you at the marriage conference, a woman came up to me and she said that her and her daughter listened to Always Here every week together.
fun.
Which was so sweet.
I had a girl come to me at church. Her name's Taylor, and her daughter Isla. So sweet. She's the first one to ever come to me. I know. I
love the mother-daughter. That's
I
so
know.
sweet.
It was so fun. So thank you guys for saying hi and listening. It's crazy.
Yes,
So
and
thankful.
especially we want to thank Haley for she did the next right step. And that is write a review. She wrote, love you all. I look forward to this each week. It really does feel like I'm right there with you all. When Abby would talk about her books on Unplanned and joke about having a reading corner segment, I'd always beg for it.
Ooh.
So now that you guys added a book club, I'm so happy. You guys do so amazing. If you love girl talk, friendships, and books, this is the podcast for you.
Amazing.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Haley. And also, anyone that is feeling generous today, please take a moment or two to just write a quick review, subscribe, share this episode, download. What are all the things you can
All the
do?
things.
Heart it. I don't know. Give it a thumbs up. Whatever that you need to do on whatever platform you're listening on to
Right.
just show them that you're enjoying us and you intend to come back. It really means a lot. We're so thankful to you, and so is our entire team. So
Yep.
it's not just for me and Abby and Addie. There's more people behind the scene that also are really encouraged by that positive feedback as well. So
Absolutely.
thank you.
Well,
I have to pee.
yeah. Well, you know what you guys remember?
We're always here.